Welcome to Captain Crush's YouTube channel. You've reached the man with the face that runs the place, baby. John Cena style. Fact is, we got a few NBA games today, and by a few, I mean around 8 or 9 on this glorious Taco Tuesday. So here's the deal. I want you to sit back, grab a Red Bull, grab a coffee, your favorite snack, whatever it is you want to do. Get nice and comfy because Captain Crush is about to do a masterclass on NBA coverage. It's loading right here, right now. Stay tuned. Let's get into this puppy. Right out of the gate, we got a poverty matchup kicking off the slate at 6 p.m. Then we have double down poverty with the Pistons and Heat. Then we got a little bit of Pelican action, Celtics. We got Hawks, Knicks. At 6:30 Central Time, it's going to be absolute pandemonium on the NBA news front. Then we got the Spurs and the Rockets, baby, with a 7.5 point spread because the Spurs are poverty. And coming up, we got the Pacers and the Mavs and the Suns, the Nuggets. And curiously enough, we only have 2 spreads that are close. And one of those games, the Sixers and Nets, it ain't hitting, Chief. And then the Mavs, Pacers, that's it. We'll have to wait and see. So with all that out of the way, let's get into this. Right out of the gate, Captain Crush has a Taco Tuesday pair for you, but it ain't on PrizePicks just yet. Hold tight, Captain Crush. He's going to sleeper and he's going to chalkboard where there's a free square. Here it is, baby. Mr. Banchero taking on the Garbage Hornets. Bang! Half a point free square. And then Bradley Beal, 17.5 points. I'm going to break down why Beal's hitting. And then the man, the myth, the thumbnail, Victor Wembanyama, Mr. Slender, the Slim Reaper 2.0. 5.5 blocks and steals. Max is 10. 53. Put in pro code CRUSH. You'll get your deposit match. Bang! Send me an email. I'll send you a free month of my Discord, you poverty. But wait, there's more because Captain Crush has been hitting on sleeper. I gotta go back to the fundamentals. When PrizePicks doesn't hit, you gotta shop around because sometimes you'll be in a funk on one. You go to the other one and it's hitting. Victor, 5.5 blocks and steals over here. Beal, 17.5 points over here. And Murray, Murray, 24.5 points plus rebounds. The late night hammer to run back with Beal. Again, promo code CRUSH, same deal. 100% deposit match and the free month of the cord. Remember, it was always Captain Crush who started the free month, Childs. Never forget, trendsetter. Now, believe it or not, we're not even 2 minutes into the video and Captain Crush has already given you guys 2 slips that are bangers that normally are reserved behind the cord. But now, knowing that it's Taco Tuesday, your boy's got to perform a master class. So let's already put in that taco before you ask, Cap, is the taco good? Captain Crush doesn't cover NHL, buddy. I look for plus expected value plays for NHL and I get in the mix. Now I got my Pirates hat on, so I'm hoping all the tacos hit because this is my lucky hat. Maybe we get a sweep, maybe we don't, but I take all tacos. I take all discounts, okay? Keep your money in a central location. PayPal works, or Cash App for the poverty of you. You take it. You make your moves. You deposit out of your PayPal into your underdog, into your chalkboard, into your parlay play, wherever there's promos so you can get it. It's all instant withdrawals and cash outs, so you have no excuses. And the same thing applies to PrizePicks for Taco Tuesday. So you take your tacos, right? And then, well, you know Captain Crush is already high on Bradley Beal because he was just in 2 other slips. Now here's the deal with old Bradley Beal. It slips off the tongue. Say Bradley Beal 5 times fast. Tell me what you actually end up saying. I'm begging ya! But here we go. 17.5 points. He just played the Oklahoma Thunder. He literally got there, bang, easily against my Thunder. 31 points. Now, the Thunder are stingy. They're tough defensively. Did you see what old Dort did to KD and LeBron? Lou Dort said no, but he's not playing Lou Dort. He's playing the Denver Nuggets. So we're going to go over here to Outlier Bet, and we're going to investigate what's going on with Bradley Beal. Now, first things first, if the man doesn't play 34 minutes, you can take a piece of chalk, write it down because it's chalked. We need at least 34 minutes. The spread is trash, but just like I said with the Lakers yesterday, the Suns need to win games. We got 6 weeks left in the season. Regular season, 6 weeks. They got to win games, okay? Bradley Beal has failed to exceed 19.5 points in 6 of his last 7 games on the road. You hate to see it, but the line is 17.5, not 19.5. So disregard this right here unless you're trying to find a demon. Now, my model projects Mr. Beal to get exactly 19. I'm not saying this is a plus EV play. It's all going to revolve around the man's minutes. If he plays those minutes, I think he's hitting. Now, Oklahoma Thunder, tough matchup. Denver Nuggets, tough matchup, ranked 5th in points allowed to his position. But remember, Booker is out of the mix, Papa. Most likely. Anything can change. But as of now, I'm 99.9% sure Booker's staying out of the mix. Okay, there's no head-to-head data. He is on the road, and it's gonna be a sweat. He hasn't even played that many games with Booker, much less without him. But let me see. Games without player, Booker, maybe we get lucky, and there's a sample size. All right, so games without Devin Booker, we have a small sample size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 games, let's just call it 5 games here, and he's hit 3 of 5. I told you it wasn't going to be a big sample size because Bradley Beal himself hasn't played a lot of games. It's going to be, like I say, a tough matchup. It's all going to come down to one thing, the minutes, Papa. Is he playing 34 minutes? We're going to need 34 minutes like we need air. 33, 36, 30. It all boils down to the minutes. So if you think in your head Bradley Beal ain't playing 34 minutes, then you probably should fade. Now, as you can see, the line opened at 18.5, then it went to 19, then to 18, then back to 19. Now it's all the way down to 17.5, which is why we are attacking this line, okay? At 19.5, I probably wouldn't be on the train, but at 17.5, it's crispy, if you ask Gold Crush. Now, Coach said he was on a minutes restriction the other day, and he ended up playing 33, so hopefully he does play at least 34 again. The matchup is terrible, but they need to win games, and Bradley Beal has to step up. Now, to run it back on the other side of that coin, we want to target somebody from the Denver Nuggets and hope that we get a close game. Now, Jamal Murray comes to mind. Everyone's going to be on Michael Porter Jr. riding that train saying, oh, Kev, he's a wagon, he's this, he's that, but I don't know about Michael Porter Jr. I don't know if I've bought into it yet. If you want to target Michael Porter Jr., where's he at, the friggin' junior? Here he is, 5.5 rebounds for his Goblins, crispy. If you want to dibble and dabble into his rebounds at 7, I guess you could, or his fantasy score. Remember, I would only target this if he's been cashing you and you've been making coin. Otherwise, Jamal Murray is the guy that I like. He's more consistent, he's more reliable, but he's also dealing with bad ankles, bad shins, you name it. Jamal Murray's struggling with it, but he came out last game when I thought he was struggling with it, and he absolutely crushed. So I'm gonna pray and hope that his injury isn't severe, okay? He just had 41 against the Lakers, which is also not an ideal matchup, but 24.5 points plus rebounds. I believe it was minus 130 across the book, so we're getting pretty decent value over there. And we can go to a head-to-head with Jamal Murray over here on Outlier Bet and see that there's no data from this season. This is all from last season, so there's nothing here for head-to-head. But also, the matchup isn't ideal for rebounds allowed, but check out points allowed, ranked 24th. Jamal Murray should just cook him, okay? And his last 10, you can see his ceiling 36. His floor is absolutely in the toilet, but remember, he's been struggling with those injuries, so likely those are when he got pulled. If he plays a full 35 minutes, I think he's going to hit. Again, look at the line movement. 27.5, 25, bang, 24.5. We're attacking the lower line movement. We're getting that crispy value. It's in the mix. That's my 1v1 run back for the late night hammer at 9:10 Central. Now clear the board. We got Lord's work to do. Now some of you are over there holding your breath, holding your nose, being like, man, Captain Crush said Anthony Davis played the day yesterday and he sold me. Well, did he sell? Did he sell? Now, let me be clear on what a sell job is. A sell job is when he plays his full minutes, De'Aaron Fox, 38, 39 minutes, and can't get his PRA. Speaking of De'Aaron Fox, I told you guys, I did it all about his turnovers. He literally had like 4 to 5. His turnovers is a wagon. Whenever you can get Fox's turnovers, like I said on the tube, you take it and cash it. Now, play of the day. This was my daily double yesterday, which I post in the Discord. I take 1 and 2 and bang, it pays 2x. Davis's rebounds, Kyle Kuzma fantasy, cash it. Let me see if I can find the guy who dropped $550 on it, little D-Gen, and it actually hit for him, because of course it hit for him. It's Captain Crush's daily double. Look at Logan. Logan thinks he cooked a 35x slip. Imagine if he actually had like $50 on it. The man's literal life would have probably changed. Bang, in a blink. This was his slip. Congrats, you little D-Gen. Same game parlay. Here he is. 550 to win 1,045. You want to talk about a nuke? Everybody talks about nukes, but the man actually ponied up a nuke and he crushed it. Congratulations on the $500 double up. You love to see it, baby. Now, this was a live stream slip that we did in my live streams, which I talk to you guys about every single day. Captain does a master class on the live stream, and yesterday's live stream wasn't even long. Harden, PR, cash. As soon as that Giannis news came out, we were in the mix. Kuzma, cash, AD. Now, I told you guys about AD. This was hit. It was hit. Now, luckily, Captain Crush had the wisdom and insight to take the 10.5 rebound Goblin, because I just knew that things can get out of hand, bang, at any moment. And then Shai Alexander, under 52.5 on the back-to-back. Cash the Shai under, baby. Captain Crush knows his team. Bang, 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 bang. Captain left, right, bang, bang. Cash it. Shai under, cash it, okay? That blowout worked in our favor, but even if it didn't blow out, Shai had what, 4 or 5 blocks and steals? Just like Captain Crush called it. It was only going to be a sweat if he got his blocks and steals. If you took under on his PRA, bang, it was sweat free. Now, AD should have cashed. He only played 30 minutes, folks. That ain't enough. He normally plays 34 to 36. He would have soared over everything. That is not a sell job. It's just a blowout. You hate to see it. And by the way, this dude right here in the court, I see you everywhere. This guy just hates on everybody. He never tails anybody. He never finds a W. I don't even, well, let me take off the disabled stream. FSB Glow, brother, you gotta start hitting, because you just, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. It seems like you're hating on people getting the W. You're always in the winning slip tab hating on people. And I'm telling you, just cash once in a while, brother, and get that hate out of your heart. Another one, Fox and DeMar DeRozan was called out on the live stream. My boy, Jordan Poole, and this dude ate the bump. That was called out on the YouTube. I also called out Rudy Gobert's PRA. We had a bunch of dubs yesterday, but the main two in my personal slips was AD's full game, PRA, and LeBron James fantasy, which again, LeBron and AD didn't really play much of the fourth at all. It is what it is. We move on to today. I did have a sleeper W and an underdog W. I just forgot to post myself under the winning slips. I tell all you guys to post under winning slips, and I forgot. Oops. But y'all saw in the general chat, it be like that sometimes. Now, you want to get in the mix, you say, Cap, I'm poverty. How do I get on the mix? CaptainCrush.net, gold package, bang, it'll take you to the Dub Club 1 month. There it is, and there you go. It's Taco Tuesday. Get in the mix. I do a live stream every day. I release projection charts, which give you the play, the point projection total. I use and make these myself for you guys. It's a cheat sheet, and I also give you a list of plays that I like. I do it all, baby, and I interact, do giveaways, we coke and joke, and we might even talk a little bit about crypto coming soon, baby. Scheming emoji. And there's a couple of role players in there that think they're him but really ain't. But all right, let's go. We talked about the late night hammer. We talked about last night's W's. What else do we got in the bag? Well, you're gonna have to make a decision, chat, and that man today is Luka Doncic. Now, I think this is hitting. I like his Gabi, his little Gabi emoji. I think it's hitting. In fact, I know it's gonna hit, actually. So I'm gonna have this in a pretty decent amount. I did take a couple of his lines earlier. I think the rest of them's pretty much inflated to high heaven, including that R plus A. But the man's a walking, talking, triple-double. Captain Crush is a walking, talking masterclass. Luka Doncic is a walking, talking triple-double. It's just two facts of life. If Einstein was around, it would be part of his theory of relativity. Those two laws, okay? I'm telling you. Luka, 28.5 PRA. You gotta decide. Do you ride the wagon? It's a little bit bumped up. I normally like to take it at 26. I'm gonna throw my hat into the ring at 28.5, and I'm still gonna get in the mix. Luka, as long as this game stays close and as long as his shot falls, which his shot hasn't been falling. If he finally gets hot, he's literally gonna go for 90. But I don't know if he's gonna get it done in the first half, comment guy, before you come after my head if it sells. But it is in play. It's in the mix. Either of those two, I'm not going to go into a deep dive analysis, but here's the deal. Pace up spot. The Pacers don't play any defense. They're not that team. They're not those guys. And however, Luka is those guys. So let's check out this fantasy score tab and see if there's anything we can get in the mix. And as of now, I just don't see anything pop up, but maybe you gotta take a chance on Tobias Harris with no Maxi? I don't know. It's slim picking over here on the fantasy side of things today. I'm not sure. Dare I say, can you get your vomit and barf bags loaded for Kyle Lowry's fantasy score at 23.5? It's in the mix, baby. Kyle Lowry, 2024 our Kyle Lowry? Are we putting him in a slip, chat? Well, that's up to you guys. I'm not going to make that decision for you. I will never tell you guys what to do with Kyle Lowry. I don't want to play with that kind of fire. But I will hop over here to DG Fantasy, my little partner, and check their Kyle Lowry's fantasy score, and actually, it's being juiced under to high heaven. Of course, I knew it. I knew it was going to be juiced under because the man's poverty. So I don't know which one of these guys you want to take. Lowry, Tobias. Let's check Tobias. Every time I say Tobias, I think Arrested Development. Okay, his PRA is 33.5 on Pinnacle, so maybe you get a little bit of value there, but again, his fantasy's being juiced under. I mean, this is just, it's a poverty. You know what? Scratch all of it. I'm not touching any of these guys. I'm sticking to my rules. I'm not touching that poverty game. Forget it. Value, I don't care. I'm not interested. We're dodging bullets, baby. Left, right, bang, bang, bang. They can't keep us down. We're dodging bullets, baby. Let's go. Do you ride the train with Jaylen Brown, 35 fantasy score after he put on a clinic, a master class? A man after my own heart, Jaylen Brown. Do you ride that wagon? Green friggin' beans, baby. All 5 last green. The last 5 kings are loving life today, baby. Again, he's being juiced under to high heaven. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But I will take Jaylen Brown's first half points at 12.5. You ain't stopping me. That's what I will take for Jaylen Brown. Everything else here, I'm thinking a little bit of Sengun under. There's a couple of ones that I like on here, okay? I mean, Kevin Durant under. I think that one's crispy. These would probably be my 2 favorite unders. And then I got one more play for the YouTube faithful because I gotta have energy for the live stream, and I got a lot of stuff to talk about in the Discord later. The thumbnail, Mr. Slender Slim, Victor Wembanyama, baby. What are we doing? Captain Crush is about to tell you something that might break the internet. 4.5 block shots for Victor Wembanyama. What world is this? Yo, it's March 5th, 2024, and we're taking 4.5 block shots on PrizePicks. Stop the count. Stop the count. I'm telling you right now. Stop the count. It's ridiculous. But the man finally figured it out. He's figured it out. I mean, just go to Outlier Bet and check his last 10 block shots. I mean, what is this? What am I looking at? Folks, this isn't rebounds. This is blocks. They're ranked 25th in blocks allowed. Houston's poverty. You know that he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. 6 ball, 5-4, 5-5, 5-3. A 10 burger against Toronto on 2-12. I mean, this is absolutely insane. I don't know what the man's been doing for the last 10 games, but it's just absolutely crazy, man. If he plays, I'm telling you right now, just as sure as water is wet, if old Wemby can play 33 minutes tonight, that's hitting. I don't see a world where it doesn't hit. The only way he doesn't get 5 blocks tonight is if he plays 28 minutes. The game just gets out of hand. I was able to get 3.5 blocks on Sleeper earlier. They yanked it. They pulled it. Luckily, Captain Crush was able to post it before it got removed. We're thinking now, boys. But you got to do what you got to do. They got blocks and steals in the mix on PrizePicks at 5.5. And these numbers just cannot be ignored. And I'm telling you, I would never in my right mind tell you to take over 5.5 blocks and steals. But today's a new day. Again, it's March 5th, 2024. And Slim Slender Man 2.0 has finally figured it out. Now, mathematically, the best proposition for the young man is 15.5 R plus A. But I know you D-Gens don't care about math. You care about the last 5, and when you look at the last 5, it makes you feel crispy. It makes you feel a certain kind of way because you are poverty. But today, last 5 kings, sir, it's your day. You got Captain Crush's blessing to take 5.5 blocks and steals. You want to ride with the demon? You want to ride with his R plus A? You take it. It's crazy world, crazy times we're living in here. Joe Biden's the president. What do you want? But the fact is, Victor Wemby, he plays 33 minutes. He's hitting. It's that simple. Now, if he sells me, I deserve it. I'm telling you right now. And you, the chat, the Discord community, the YouTube faithful, you better understand real quick what you're getting into. I don't want to hear any tears if Victor only gets 3 blocks and steals and everybody's like, oh, Victor sold. He's sold. My brothers and sisters in Christ, 3 blocks and steals is unheard of. So if you say he's sold, I'm going to sell you. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? We know that we're gambling. gambling. We know that we're taking something that's mathematically, astronomically insane, but we're hoping that we just ride that train one more night. All aboard the train one more time, baby. Can he do it on Taco Tuesday one more time? You take Victor's Demon, you get 4.5x with your taco pair, and maybe, just maybe, for one more time, you get in the mix. Now, if he hasn't been cashing you, if you're behind the 8 ball, you say, Crush, I haven't been taking him, I'm behind the curve, then you stay off the train. You don't have a ticket to get on this train. Stay on the sidelines, because you ain't got your ticket to get on the train. But if he's been cashing you, you just continue to ride it, and like I said, hope that he hits you one more time. Pause! We're good. He's hitting. And with that, with Slender Slim 2.0, I've lost my mind and I'm gonna close. Remember, I'm having the live stream today at 5 p.m. Central. CaptainCrush.net gets you in the mix. I hope to see you guys there. The court is popping. We're hitting. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, you thought I was going to say let's crush, didn't you? But I'm going to say this. Stay out of poverty. Now hit my music.